Today we're going to be talking about digital literacy, what it is, and why it's important to you and your students. So my name is Jessica Boucher. This is my final project for EDL 522. What is digital literacy? Have we ever heard this term before? Maybe we have, maybe we've heard it, but aren't quite sure what it is. So what does it mean? Digital literacy is how we identify, find, evaluate, and apply information found on the World Wide Web. Okay, we'll get into it a little deeper. So with that said, why is digital literacy important to me? Why should I care? Well, digital literacy helps you sort through the information available on the Google search, on Yahoo. Anytime you're looking for something, it is very important to have digital literacy when you are online, when you're checking your social media. So digital literacy, it's going to sort through that information, find the most reliable and accurate sources. It's going to help you with your search results, and it's going to help you think critically and evaluate media that's presented to you when you are on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, all of those things we like to go on. So digital literacy is going to help you become a responsible citizen while you're navigating the web. Well, for your students, so here's a cute little picture of a very confused student saying, "What do you mean all my facts are wrong? I copied everything straight off the internet." Well, digital literacy is going to be important to our students. It's going to empower them to sort through that information that they find online. It's going to allow them to determine if the information provided on the site is reliable and reputable. So there's a plethora of information available on the internet, and it's very important to implicitly show, and walk through how to do a proper and thorough search with our students. It's going to help them save time, and it's going to show them how to critically think about those resources. So there are different types of digital literacy. We're going to go over 3 of them today. Information literacy, ICT literacy, it's going to stand for Information Communications Technology, and then media literacy. So here is our beloved Bart Simpson. Looks like he is in school and in trouble. "I will not blindly trust information I find online." So information literacy, it's going to help you find current, accurate, reliable sources for what you're researching. Information literacy is going to involve determining if the content, factors, and functions of the source serve your intended purpose. So the thing that you are actually researching, does this go along with it, or are you just grasping at straws? Information literacy helps you evaluate the site for credibility and that important word, accuracy. So ICT, the Information Communications Technology, this is basically, summing it up, ways of using digital means to extend the walls and boundaries of a classroom. So this is one of those controversial subjects where it does advocate bringing social media into the classroom. Yes, I said it, social media into the classroom. So showing students safe, responsible, and constructive ways of using these. So students can reach out to others and can be reached by others if they're allowed to use social media in safe, responsible, constructive ways. It gives them an opportunity to develop a voice. They get to put their ideas and opinions out into the world, let them know that they are valuable. And students can use social media to develop ideas or obtain resources from the web. Pinterest, we do it. We find tons of ideas, from decorating our classroom to worksheets, you name it. Twitter, etc. Media literacy. When students have media literacy, they're not going to be open to manipulation of the media. Us too. Media resources may try to persuade or send a false message. You know, we've talked about or heard about clickbait with YouTube. So if students have digital literacy, they can interpret the message. They can realize the visual effects are just attention-getting techniques. They can think critically about what's being presented, and they become responsible digital citizens. So we're definitely giving them a way to be empowered. So some strategies and tips to evaluate educational websites. Check the URL. This is going to give you the credibility of the site. If it's a .com, it's a commercial business. If it's a .gov, it's government.edu, educational.org, organizations, nonprofits, and .net, networking organizations. So you can kind of get the strength of your source by looking at the URL address. Here are some resources and free resources from TPT about how to just think about a website and evaluate a website with your students. Who, what, where, those same strategies we use in reading comprehension, we can also use that with literacy, digital literacy, when teaching them how to think about the websites that they are getting their information from. So here's links to free resources to help you with that. And strategies. So how can we start showing students how to navigate the web, how to think about all of this information that's being presented? Well, there's a couple of strategies. There is one, CRAAP, and another one that is the Discover strategy. So from the CRAAP strategy, currency is the first one we want to go over. So when evaluating for currency, you want to ask yourself if the information's up to date. When was the site last updated? Does it look like it's modern? So is this old information or is this the newest information that you can find? Next, you want to check for relevancy. Is it relevant to your topic? So if you're researching pancakes, is it giving you some information about chocolate? So you want to make sure that you're staying on your topic. The author and the authority. So who's the author? Is this person credible? Is there a biography on their site? Is there contact information? So who is the person that's presenting this? Maybe there's something in it for them. So you want to check where this information is coming from. Accuracy. Is this site free of errors? Is it professional looking? Is it true? Is it accurate? And the purpose. Is this website trying to sell you something? Is it hyping something up? Is there something that's going along with the information that they're giving you, that maybe they're trying to sell a product or get you to sign up for something? Or is it just straight information to help you out? So the Discover method, this is a method that you would go through with your students. This is something that you would do a lesson on, you would show, you would model, you guys would walk through it together. So it would be to define, inquire, search, collect, organize, verify, express, and reflect. So when you define, you're going to think about a topic with your students. And so I said before, pancakes. So if you're going to be doing a topic, list out the possible words you want to put in your search engine. So how are you going to get the most accurate? If you just put pancakes into your search engine, you are going to get things that are going to be hitting different targets. So you want to stay on target. And when you put something into your search engine, you want it to be as specific as possible. So when you're going over search terms with your students, you want to be showing them, if you're looking for a pancake recipe, you might want to put the best pancake recipe. And that would provide a more on-target result. And then you will, after you discuss and you make a list of your possible search terms, then you're going to search, actually consult the web and show them, look what happens when I put in pancakes, look at my search results. Look what happens when I put in the best pancake recipe, look at my search results. And then you're going to collect, you're going to be organizing your notes as you guys are going along. You're also going to be taking notes about the sources and the websites that you guys have visited. So that way you have all that information later when you put your report together, you can cite your sources. And then express your findings, if it's going to be in a PowerPoint, if it's going to be in a presentation to the class, or if it's going to be in a paper. And then reflect, what could you have done differently? Was there something that maybe we could have put into the search engine to make it a little different, or to help us, or to send us down a more straight and narrow path? So remember, with the Discover method, this is something you want to do with your students. This is how you want to show them thinking about searching through that plethora of information that's out there and narrowing down their sources, as well as looking at the sites you're going to. And I know I use pancakes, which is a very lighthearted example, but if you're doing something very maybe very political or something that you need to, have a lot of consideration with, they're going to want to look